Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my new build based on Link from Legend of Zelda. This build focuses on a non-high damage passive playstyle that can be extremely rewarding. Plus, you look dope. Solid understanding of parrying will help you a lot with this particular cosplay build, but there are other elements of the build that will help balance it out if that's not something you're good with. The primary equipment on this build are shields, the McKellen Knight's sword, and a bow. This means that strength and dexterity are going to be your best friends along with faith to help with survivability due to the low damage negation of the outfit. I've also supplemented this build with perfumes as a kind of homage to Din's Fire and Ocarina of Time. First, I'll be showcasing the character sliders for character creation, then I'll be showing the location of all the equipment armor pieces, followed by some PvP footage and a bonus clip at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more unique Elden Ring builds. Without further ado, here are the sliders. Okay, now that we're looking good, it's time to get drippy. First, we're going to head to the Church of Vows to farm for an old aristocrat cowl. Here we can find a group of wandering nobles. You're going to want to kill the ones wielding the flags. This farm has been pretty successful for me. There's also a location right outside of Waypoint Ruins, but that can get a bit hectic. As always with farming, I suggest using the Silver Scarab Talisman along with the Silver Pickled Foulfoot. Next, we're off to the Church of Pilgrimage to farm for the Guardian Garb. You can actually find a noble here that drops the old aristocrat cowl as well, so I'd suggest killing him each time you attempt for the Guardian Garb if you don't have the cowl yet. Next, we're going to head to the Altus Plateau, to the Windmill Village for the Noble's Gloves. the noble set can be obtained amidst a pile of burning, putrid corpses. This one's pretty easy. For the last armor piece, you will actually need to defeat Rykard and subsequently kill Tanith when she is eating his corpse. Tanith was giving me some weird looks while I was checking out her feet. I think she's into it. But yeah, you can see the shoes are the same, so just kill her after Rykard and you'll get the set. Now off to the Altus Plateau, specifically the Hermit Merchant's Shack, to get the Twin Bird Kite Shield. You will need to set the time of day to nighttime and head east to activate a fight with a Death Bird, who will drop you the shield upon defeat. And finally, we're off to the prayer room site of Grace in Haligtree to get the McKellen Knight's sword. Head down the pathway and there will be a ledge connecting to a small tower. Cross the bridge and drop down to the level below. Be careful here, the knights will follow you onto the ledge, and if you're too fast, you'll grab the attention of the Erdtree avatar here if it's not defeated. It will spam its holy attack and kill you if you climb the ladder if you're not careful. If you just crouch and wait a few moments for his back to be turned to you, you can safely climb up the ladder and reach the sword. Alright, now into some PvP footage. As you can see, the range on this build is extended by the bow. So using this as a supplemental weapon to kind of just get some hits in occasionally is going to be super helpful. Whenever you're using a bow, people will tend to get a little bit closer to you, and then you can pull out the sword and kind of give them a couple surprise attacks, which is what I did here. And then obviously the perfumes and their reach and timing is super, super helpful too. For this guy, for the high poise builds, one thing about the McKellen Knight Sword is it doesn't do a lot of poise damage, but the Sacred Blade Ash of War definitely does, so if you get off a few hits and as they're running away, use Sacred Blade, that will help you land that a little bit better. But spacing is super important here. Obviously, I try to keep a parry on. You're not going to be able to parry everyone. I have two different shields on this build. I've got the Twin Bird Kite Shield, and then I've also got the Brass Shield with Carian Retaliation. I like having the Twin Bird Kite Shield equipped with no Ash of War, just because it allows me to both block incoming attacks and also use my sword's Ash of War, which is super helpful. This build does have a lot of weaknesses, especially with the extremely low poise and low damage negation. Buffs like Black Flame's Protection and Barrier of Gold will be really helpful. Although you can't use them simultaneously, you can kind of pick which one you use in a fight. For this specific scenario, you can kind of see that the high poise, super quick weapons can be pretty hurtful. So just maintaining spacing, being patient is super important with this build. You're not just going to rush in and kill someone in 2 seconds. You're going to have to take your time. And finally, bonus clip. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and I hope to see you back.